Hello everyone and welcome to Sweetcast. I am Clint. So I saw this tweet come out from Yellow Flash. He said, if you are blocked by Marvel's new senior editor Jordan D. White, post a screen cap here. Okay, so I honestly, I'm not the type of person that keeps track of who all of the editors are in the industry or anything like that. I know I have no chance in getting published with Marvel or DC, so I don't care all that much, other than when it's newsworthy. But it got me thinking, whoa, am I blocked? I don't even know who Jordan D. White is. I've never said anything mean to him on Twitter. In fact, I have never called anybody a name on Twitter. I'll disagree with people. I have never once even called anybody stupid or anything. I've made a point not to call names. But I have the wrong kind of friends. So I looked at Jordan D. White, and I'm blocked. He just got made editor-in-chief of Marvel, and I'm already blocked. I don't even know who he is. I've never said anything to him. So I looked up a little bit on him. I was hoping I could find an interview. Turns out he's got a YouTube channel with 3.9 thousand subscribers. I mean, this looks like him, right? That's him. He's even got the ukulele. Yeah, this is totally him. I have not reviewed any of these ahead of time. Let's take a little look, shall we?
I'm nobody's favorite. In fact, most would laugh at the suggestion that
Wow, just that. What a great opening line. I'm nobody's favorite. They'd laugh at the suggestion. Okay. Yeah, so he does ukulele videos. He also does apparently talk about comic books. Here's a Marvel Comics editor, Jordan D. White, podcast 10 views 2 years ago, and there's only 10 views.
Listening to Coffee with Kenobi, you are, with Dan Z and Corey Club, the podcast you're looking for. This is, yes.
For an entire generation, people have experienced Star Wars.
Okay, I'm about done listening to that. There's one thumb down, no comments. Should I write? I'm gonna do this. I'll say nice video. Nice video. Why did you block? Okay, that was a little bit of a lie because I didn't actually watch the video. It's a long one. Apparently I'm not alone though. Nobody else did either. It had 12 views. If you go inside, 12 views. One of those was mine. Yeah, so this is worrying to me. And it's no wonder why there's so many people that are upset with mainstream comics. I mean, you've already lost just because I follow certain people on Twitter. I'm sure this is one of those blockchain things. So he's got me automatically blocked. He probably has you blocked as well. So rather than promote the books that he works for, that he's working on, he's, I guess, busy building an echo chamber and apparently playing the ukulele. All right, I'm going to pull up. I just went for a crowdfunded campaign. Cyberfrog's at the top of the list on IndieCron. So I pulled up Cyberfrog just to do a little math with you. And I have to tell you, the last 2 days have been very difficult for me. I announced that I had an artist. I didn't announce the name of that artist yet. And that's because things seemed to be just going strange. I was going to just wait things out and see how they were going to go. And things seem to be getting worse and worse. So I hate to say this, but I had to do it. I let my artist go. Now, to many of you, you only know that I announced that I even had an artist at all, maybe, a few days ago, 4 or 5 days ago. I've been working with an artist for about a month, actually a little over a month. And I started to see signs. First off, his artwork was beautiful. I know he is capable of doing some really great stuff. The problem was professionalism and communication. And the more that I started working with this artist, the more I realized that this was going to be a massive problem. And if I was committing to do a really large project with him, that's going to be really expensive for me, and put my reputation on the line, I realized that I was not willing to do that. I mean, I was losing sleep over it. That's where it was getting. So it occurred to me, and my wife told me, like, hey, this isn't working. So I let him go. It made me feel sick to my stomach. I hate to do stuff like that. But at the same time, I mean, like, I've already put money into this. I have got no money. I don't get paid from YouTube. I've never earned a cent of money. I've only ever spent money to make this YouTube video, or these YouTube videos. I've only ever spent money to promote other people's comics. I've only ever spent money to promote my comic. So I cut my losses. It was an extremely hard decision. The more time I have pass after each hour that passes after I made that decision, I feel like it was the right thing to do. So I'm feeling hopeful that something's going to work out here. But I just wanted to look at, for an example here, Cyberfrog. Now, when you are writing a book, you're expected to be so much more than a writer. I want to focus on writing. And in fact, I do definitely have, I still have a full-time job. I've got a family. I've got 3 kids. I've got a lot of stuff that I'm trying to do, including the YouTube channel. And so writing and making sure everything is going correctly with the book, and making sure that the craft of storytelling is spot on. It's hard to do because you're spread out, and you're also expected to really be the entrepreneur of this book. Now, I'm okay with that. I've accepted that. It's something that I'm actually excited to do. I love, getting teams together and doing that sort of thing. But I just wanted to show you something. For writers or artists out there, I'm going to pull up a calculator. Cyberfrog is 48 pages long. I'm still debating on how long I want my comic to be. Honestly, I really would prefer it to be 66 pages long. So let's say that you are going to be doing a comic and it's 66 pages long, and your artist wants $100 per page. That's $6,600 just for the art. Now, you're going to need a letterist. You could do the lettering yourself, but if you don't know how to do lettering right, it's going to show. It's not going to look great. So I've been considering trying to do lettering myself. I want it to look great, so I'd rather just hire somebody that has experience and published work in lettering, and so that's another expense. And we'll say it's going to be $10 a page. So we'll say 660 then. Okay, 7,260. Now we need to print, right? We need to print this book. So let's say we're going to do a trade paperback, and we're going to go with pages, 66 pages, and no proof, which is not what I would choose, but we'll calculate that. Okay, so we're going to be looking at, just for 250, 2,417. Okay, so we're looking at $9,600. Over $9,600 to you get a letterist, get your artwork done, and get it printed. There are certainly other costs in there as well. The inevitable shipping things, just getting the book shipped to you. I didn't even think about that. So in this scenario, if I'm paying an artist $100 per page, I have to at least make $10,000. I'm going to round that up because of shipping. It's probably going to be more than that. I'm going to make $10,000 in order to do a 66-page trade paperback. When you look at the economics here, you start to realize that this is very, very difficult to get right. That's why this is so important, that if I'm paying somebody a lot of money, and I realize, like, there are artists that get paid a lot more than $100 per page, but that's a ton of money when you're paying an artist that isn't. I mean, we're not looking at Cyberfrog here. If my name was Ethan Van Sciver, I wouldn't be worried about it. It's extremely difficult just to make the dollars work. So I'm not sharing this because I'm like just fed up with it and I'm done with it. I knew, like, I have been trying to make a comic for years, and to make the numbers work, I knew that this was going to be just the reality. But this is why, to me, it's so important that when I'm paying an artist a lot of money, that they are professional, they communicate with me, we're both on the same page, and we treat this like a partnership, because I'm putting in a massive investment and there's a massive risk in order for me just to make the book, just to break even. We're not talking about making a profit here. It's very unlikely that I'm going to be pulling in $500,000. I would be extremely happy, honestly, if I made myself just my money back. If I was able to get exactly the amount of money that I paid the artist, if it was 50-50 total, I got that money back, I would be elated. It'd be so awesome. In fact, I would even be happy just to not owe anybody any money, to have it printed and have my book out there. That would be awesome. I would still be happy. It would be worth doing. So in order for me to do that, I've got to make tough decisions. I need to think of this as a business. It was a really difficult decision for me. I feel better about it now. I'm back out it, talking to artists. I'm actually starting to feel a lot better the more I'm talking to some other artists. And I really, really hope that I'm going to have some art to show you soon. And I can be very proud and confident when I tell you who my artist is going to be. That's what I'm looking forward to. I realize this was a little bit of a rant. I just wanted to give you updates on all that because I think this is important stuff to talk about. So let me know, what do you think of Marvel's new editor-in-chief, Jordan D. White, blocking everybody? I'd say go check it out and see if you're blocked as well. Let me know what you think about the finances of creating an indie book, and what, if you have any information for me that might help, like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.